win and succeed.
So 160 companies participated, most of them companies that are funded and have a few workers or at least a few founders there. And so third place, second place, and then like, okay, have I been misled all the time or am I going to win? Yeah, no, Colnect, what? No. Colnect is a website for collectors of mass-produced collectibles.
Colnect, you say?
Yes, when you collect and connect, you connect.
Connect who?
Collectors from around the world.
And what Colnect allows them to do is to create a centralized wiki-like catalog and then allow other collectors to mark the items they have, the items they want, and so arrange trades, swaps, sell, buy things using the information in this catalog. Colnect was the only Israeli company to make it to the finals. I think one of the reasons would be the video that I made.
This nice collector sent me a swap list and I was checking on catalogs. It was so long, I made a mistake.
Oh, that's because you don't connect.
That would be Frignector. So instead of just having a boring kind of presentation, you would have Frignector the Frog explaining to you why Colnect is such a wonderful site. Now, the thing is that the video was didn't answer the common questions that you usually answer in presentations. What is the problem? What is your solution? How are you going to monetize this? So I thought, okay, if I'm not going to answer the common questions, they'll have to ask me in the 4 minutes. If I am going to answer the common questions, I'm going to need to face questions that I may not be prepared for.
So, can you make a small summary of Colnect?
Can I make a summary of Colnect?
Yeah, so
Colnect is revolutionizing the way collectors collect their collectibles. Now, after I used all the keywords there...
So I said, okay, I'm going to make this cool movie that perhaps will make the jury not sleep during my presentation. Also, I think they were impressed of the fact that a single founder made his way up and built a site and built a community and all this without pouring so much money. That's the difference. This is an idea that started with scratch, started without any funding, and is making it. Mass-produced collectible items are items that people collect and are not one of a kind, but there are many of a kind. So, for example, you have coins, you have stamps, you have phone cards, you have sugar bags, you have plain barf bags or vomit bags, to be nicer a bit. Some of these items are very known collectibles, such as stamps or coins, whereas others are more like niche markets that not many people collect them. Not many people are aware that there are collectors of these items, and there are no official catalogs of this item. Currently, there are 4,200 members, registered members of the community. Many visitors come every day. People only register when they actually want to manage their personal collection. It goes back to my younger brother who started collecting phone cards and infected my father with this disease, and my father started being a phone cards collector.
אתה רואה כל 10 שנים עם איזה מכשיר טלפון ראש הממשלה של אותה תקופה דיבר. אז אתה רואה מבן גוריון, אשכול, גולדה, בגין, רבין. עכשיו, וכאן ישנה היסטוריה, למשל קבוצות כדורגל.
As a phone cards collector, you don't have many resources about phone cards. You're seeking things on the internet and you cannot find like good, worthwhile catalogs. You have some printed catalogs usually focusing on some countries, and then you find this website. So it's nice and it's relevant to your collection, so you come back to this a bit. And then you're starting to bug the webmaster and tell him, hey, why don't you have the card from this country? Why don't you have the card from that country? And the first thing I've changed is to ensure that all updates, everything that happens on the catalog is done by the collectors, not by myself as the person responsible for the site, but by the users.
So you're making catalogs now?
No. It's like Wikipedia works, you know.
Huh?
I volunteered to help out.
Why?
Because it already helped me and others.
So you're the only sucker, right?
Actually, more than 100 volunteers from around the world have helped out.
Wow!
So whereas on other sites that exist, you can update your own collection, on Colnect you have to update the main catalog. And that's the big difference, because you're making an update and you have to keep it kind of objective, and you help the entire community.
Colnect is available in 35 languages.
Disfruto mucho coleccionar con Colnect.
我喜欢 Colnect. 我要这是 Colnect.
And on Colnect you have people from many countries which may be defined as enemy countries, but people are not enemies. They are just people, they are just collecting their items and they're swapping items and they exchange information and they learn about each other's countries. And you know, I'm not gonna be of these supermodels, you know, I'm gonna make a better world and you know, save the puppies or whatever. But in a sense, you know, I'm creating a service that makes people happy. I create a service that allows people from different countries to connect. The thing is that when you wish to get money, it kind of takes out all your time. Even this competition now that I went to, this is something that takes out time from my main business, from my core business. The other downside of getting an investment is that it would kind of limit me. I would have to report to someone. I may become an employee of my own company. And this is something I have to stay as far off as possible.